Hello everyone and welcome back to Squee-El's gaming channel. Today we are playing the beta slash demo version for Monster Hunter Wilds. I believe this game comes out in February of 2025, late February, but you can play the demo a couple days early if you have PlayStation Plus, but it's out this week for a couple days. Actually, by the time you guys see this video, the demo will have probably ended, so hopefully you guys got in on it, because it's going to take me a minute to edit this video and get it up. But I've already completed my quick little character customization to kind of keep it simple, but this is what I'm rolling with. Here's, I guess, your starting armor. So we're going to dive into this and kind of see what we got going on here. Keep in mind this is a demo, guys. I will definitely be playing the full game on Xbox via my game share buddy when it launches. Not really a game I'm going to do a series on, but there might be some more videos. But this will likely probably kind of cover the intro to the game, which is convenient.
Okay.
Let's do this.
So here we go. And as you can see, I've got some totally opposite voices there. I love that. It's going to be the whole game.
Nothing so far.
Yeah.
Oh, hey there.
Hey! Over here! Yeah? Hey, Over here, Hunter!
Your reputation precedes you, Hunter. I trust you know what I've called you here to discuss. Yes, sir. The Forbidden Lands? Indeed. But more precisely about the boy we rescued in the vicinity. Entry to the region itself has been restricted for 1,000 years.
I feel like this is a classic voice actor I know. This guy's in a lot of anime.
Any remnants of its ancient civilization rest
He's pretty good. Now he's in gaming. He's probably been in
Now
before.
imagine our surprise.
Meanwhile, my guy over here is just like a demon, pretty much. I'm probably going to favor a bow in this game, if they still have it.
He said they have
Try a couple
village
weapons.
in a land
Maybe that's what I'll have some different gameplay of.
ages. A few
But I definitely
years
favored the
have
bow in
passed,
Monster
the
Hunter
Academy,
World,
of course, has remained
and a bit in
this village.
Monster Hunter Rise. I use the katana as well. Preferred
Nothing
melee.
absolute, but the mysterious composition of the boy's pendant suggests it might. And as for how we came to rescue the boy, sir, it seems a certain monster had forced him to flee. It attacked his village, and he escaped alone. Unfortunately, the underground tunnel he used to make his escape collapsed. We found him, took him in, and here we are.
Do we know the status of the village?
Unknown.
And of the monster?
Unknown. However, the scholars hypothesize that it may be a monster, which we thought to have perished long ago.
An extinct species?
They're calling it the White Wraith. The Guild has authorized the rescue of the Keepers and an investigation into this monster. I've selected you as a lead hunter for this expedition.
Thank you, sir.
Finding the village won't be easy. You'll need the proper guide. Speaking of which, I have an extra assignment for you.
Hello, my name is Alma. Come on. It's okay. How are you? Great. As soon as we find a good spot, we can get things set up and ready to go.
I'm never usually the most invested in Monster Hunter stories. Kind of just comes down to wherever colonizing, it seems like. New lands and new giant monstrosities, because there's just an endless amount of those in this universe. It's all you really need. There's always a colorful, cool little bit of lore to it, though. It's an interesting world they create here. Probably only going to see one or two major monsters in this gameplay here today. Maybe we'll see some little ones. I think there's like herding in this one, so that'll be cool. Got some burrowers here. We're in a desert. I imagine this is probably the first map. When the game releases, I might do some gameplay of other maps, since we're going to see the desert, I imagine. We'll see what kind of armor and awesome looks I come up with. So that gameplay won't release right with the game when it's fresh. So it'll take me a minute to get to that.
Still too far away. Me too. Hold on. What's that?
That's all right.
Can you reach it?
I'll have to try.
I'm coming too.
Alright, I'm in the driver's seat now,
You gotta save that girl.
so to speak. I guess this is pretty much the new mount for this game. In Rise, you had like a kind of dog-like thing that was cool. You got your Palico Warrior to help you out, like always, with his traps. And then you have a mount. So, but instead of a dog now, we have like a bird type thing, bird reptile. It's cool. We'll see what it's called shortly if they haven't already mentioned that. He seems decent at traversing the environment, so very helpful. The maps in these games are always cool, so I'm really excited to see what a current gen one looks like. You can already see a handful of textures they could probably update a little bit, but we got several months till the full release, so plus whatever day one patching they do. I imagine this game will follow the standard practice of having like a single but ginormous expansion probably about a year later, so looking to early 2026. I'm just assuming. We'll see what they do. Excited for that. I'm not sure what to really do here. Aim at Wing Drake. Guess I'm trying to pull my homie out. Oh, I'll do that. Screamer pod. Alright. It'll take me a minute to get the hang of the gadgets and everything. I only played a tiny bit of the old Monster Hunter games, but I completely beat World and Iceborne, completely beat Rise, and then I did not actually get to play the, I think it was the Sunbreak expansion for Rise. But I'm planning on finishing this one and probably getting its DLC whenever that comes out. If you follow me on Instagram, of course I'll have the details on any DLC when that becomes available, maybe at next year's E3 or something like that. I say E3, but that's over. What we're really thinking is like Summer Games Fest or Gamescom, Capcom event, PlayStation or Xbox event, who knows. This is kind of brutal. These things are, I wouldn't say they're smaller monsters, they're more like mid-size.
Look at all of them.
Yeah, there's too many to really fight, so we're just running for it. I was able to pull the pillar down, that's cool. I'm kind of on like a scripted path. I'm not really running around per se anymore. I'm just controlling my aim. We got some cinematic stuff going on, primarily. I mean, this probably is what I would say is the prologue to the game. Probably do prologue. Hopefully we'll get to the town. That's probably about when it'll cut us off. Do like our first hunt. The starting armor's not bad. Can't get attached to this look because all of this is going to go away before long, and then many times over as I unlock new monsters and new armor, which is one of the exciting parts about the game. And I really like that they made your characters more interactive, like they're not just silent, they actually speak in the cutscenes and whatnot. I'm really glad that I picked this hilarious
You're safe
voice
now.
because I had no idea how ridiculous this was
Yeah.
going to be. I
So
love
much
it.
for this region being uninhabited.
Since I'm going to play the full version on Xbox, I'll have to remember to replicate this for future videos.
Still in trouble.
Maybe we'll see what's going on late in the story for this game too in future videos, so I can get some more of my character's nonsense.
Great practice. But then it came. And my brother, he... What came? One of the things that was chasing you earlier? It's okay. And your brother, where
Oh,
is he?
yeah, we're about to find out what the problem of the day is. What
He told
beast
me to
wiped
run.
out everyone you knew?
And he stayed. Sounds like trouble, yeah?
I haven't watched all the gameplay trailers for this. I've seen several of them.
Where he is.
We'll probably see some fan favorites, some returning
The
monsters,
secret.
as well as some new ones.
He knows Isai sent.
But I'm not sure if this first one will be one that we've seen in one of the trailers or
Let's
not.
find him.
I think I've seen 2 or 3 of the new monsters
I'm
so
with you.
far, just in
Everyone
gameplay
else, focus on scouting for a campsite.
clips.
Understood. Just send a signal if you need backup.
We'll leave some supplies for you. I'll keep an eye on
Seems
these
like
two.
mostly, if not an all-new band of characters.
We're moving out.
Not really recognizing anyone.
Please, take these people.
Old school fans are probably just like judging me because I actually don't really know if most of the Monster Hunter games follow like a same storyline or if it's all unique. It seems to all be standalones for the most part,
Come on.
but either way, as long as we just get to hunt some beasts and some new lands, that's all we're really here for. That ship's pretty cool. I'm almost wondering if there's not so much a town and maybe it's more about the ship. But it looks like we got our first camp here, so that's cool. I believe there's like... I'll definitely have to do a clip if it's not in today's gameplay too, where I believe you can actually customize your camp a little bit more. Maybe that's what we're getting ready to do. That'd be really cool. It's telling me about the weapons. There's 14 weapon types, which is actually more than I thought. That's a lot. We'll have to go through, at least see what they got. I'm not going to try them all in the gameplay here, but
If you answer a few questions, how would you just...
kind of skip through her dialogue here, because to be honest, I don't care too much what she has to
You
say.
can try out your weapon over here. Have you chosen your weapon?
Let's pick a weapon here. So we have the Great Sword, which is a returning. Let's see what the new ones are in a second here. But we got the Sword and Shield, which I remember. That's a fun one. The Hammer, pretty good for damage. I've seen some people wreck with the Hammer. Too slow for me. We've got the Lance, which is another returning one. I always like the Lance, but it's definitely more of a precise weapon, so you got to be pretty good to use it. The Switch Axe is fun. Insect Glaive, that's one I really like actually, so I will probably use that a bit in this one. We've got the Heavy Bowgun, which is pretty cool, uses different ammo types and whatnot. We've got the bow here, which this is all me. This is all me right here, the bow. We've got the Light Bowgun, which actually looks pretty awesome to be honest. I could dig that. That might be new. I'm not sure. We've got the Charge Blade here, which, to be honest, that kind of looks new to me as well. I think it is new. I might have to try that at some point for sure. We've got the Gun Lance. Didn't like that one as much. We've got the Hunting Horn, which is another heavy weapon it seems like. That might be a new one. This one would be a good one to get some gameplay of, but I don't think it's a weapon I like to use. I really don't like heavy weapons in these games. But we've got the Dual Blades here, which are always a classic one. I do kind of like the Dual Blades. They've always been like a B-level weapon for me. They're never my main, but they're a weapon I like to use. I may not use them in this one, to be honest, just because there's so many weapons here that I'm already sold on, because we've also got the Longsword here, which is pretty much the katana weapon type thing, two-handed katana. I tend to like this one as well. So, from going Monster Hunter World and then to Rise and then to this one has a good bit more weapons than Rise, I want to say. So I'm going to main the bow, because it seems to play pretty much the same. We'll see how it's new. Hopefully I got some new tricks. I just really like in this game how the bow is so evasive for the fact that it's a bow. Like, at least the way I play as it, you can just dash around and keep on the move and keep firing. Makes the bow kind of effective even in solo. So I'm going to use the bow. And then my secondary is probably going to be the insect glaive. I really like the pole staff type action, plus it's a two-part weapon because you upgrade the insect as well. I had a really good one in World. So that's going to be my secondary. I might see some insect glaive gameplay. And to be honest, that's pretty much it. You know, just having a primary and a secondary for me. If I were to have a third weapon, it will probably definitely be the longsword here. So when I'm crafting weapons, and if I have enough to make another weapon, I'll probably get a fancy longsword. And I really probably won't even really use it much. But if I were to make a fourth weapon, then it would be the light bow gun, because I really don't see myself using this over the bow. But this just seems really cool and like another fun way to play, so I might end up with a light bow gun as well. That's my personal preference. I guess let me know in the comments what you guys think of the new weapons that you've seen here, and maybe what your top two would be, or what you've mained in the past. But I am going with the bow, for sure.
Head back to camp if you need to change your weapon.
You can change your weapon at any time. So right now I just got all the basic stuff.
Once you've got a feel for the weapon, we'll head out.
Same old, pull out your weapon, put on some coating, and put it away, which I like. And kind of sprint. So I'm just kind of trying to see if all the mechanics pretty much feel the same, which so far they do. I gotta mount the little guy. You can try your weapon out, but for the most part for me it pretty much seems like we still got the same mechanics. Which is cool, I like that. Here we go, one of my favorite moves, the old charge shot. So that's going to really come in handy when fighting some creatures here. So now we know what this guy's called. I'm not going to try to say that. Yes, I will, because I'm going to mess it up. But the secret? No, because it's spelled way differently, but secret. I don't know. But you can mount him, and he will automatically move towards your objective. So that's cool. I guess whatever you have marked. During auto steer, you can do manual movement, and you will return to auto move after some time with no input, or you can reactivate it with up on the D-pad. Very cool. It follows the scent, huh? I mean, I really like, this is kind of, I prefer this mount. He's pretty cool. But here we are in the desert. We got the first camp. Doesn't look like we're going to be upgrading it yet or anything. Gonna have a bunch of crafting to get into, which will be all new in this game. Good old SOS flares, which I pretty much usually rely on once that's available. Always want to have a group of people to help aggro monsters in this game. You can play it solo, but I just feel like it's not as good of a time in a game like this.
I should focus on the mission first.
Kind of getting a little carried away with my ramblings in this video. I don't get to talk as much in my gameplay anymore. It's kind of back to basics. I've been favoring a lot more Xbox lately this year. And probably will in 2025 too, because we've got some lit exclusives, but PlayStation's still easier for me to do game clips from, since I'm just using the game equipment at this point. But I appreciate that a lot of you that keep watching these videos. I've gotten a lot of views on some of them, so still making progress, everybody. Trying to keep my different gameplay mixed up here, since I'm always playing a lot of different games. Looks like we got our first monstrosity here, which is a big old frog boy. I believe I've seen him before. He shouldn't be too bad. I say that, but he'll probably destroy me. Especially since a lot of the times it comes to, you know, kind of learning their moves a little bit, like any good boss. Which is the fun thing about these games. These monsters kind of just, for the most part, make it like boss battle after boss battle. So, most of us gamers like our boss battles. It's a whole itch that needs scratching, and this game just does that the whole time you're playing it. Let me see if I can get the lock on going here. Whoops. Always got the roll. I'm wondering, I'm just fighting this guy off probably. I'm not sure if I'll have to full-blown hunt him, because monsters usually retreat at later points in the battle. But we'll see. See if I can hit him with the big one. Well, I kind of clipped his booty. Mouth shots would probably work really good on this guy. The one thing that's really good about this shot, though, is it pretty much pierces their whole body, so stacks the damage. And even though it works good on this guy, especially because it's a charged attack, it's definitely better for really big enemies, because then they have more points of contact when it shoots all the way through them. And obviously the drawback is how long it takes to charge, because I will just spam that attack a lot of the times, but you need aggro off you to use it effectively, which the Palico can be good for. Yeah, and you make a wound, and that's a good habit to get into, trying to go after the same part of a body, just because that's how you'll knock more parts off of them, which will be more helpful when you're making armor. Hopefully we'll at least unlock our first armor type or two before this demo's over. We'll kill something. I don't imagine it'll be epic, but just kind of get a glimpse into how you can look. Palico's kind of struggling here. He's like glitched into the floor there, having a hard time. A focus strike. So if I hold left trigger, I can do a focus strike with right bumper. If it hits the wound, it will destroy the wound and stun the enemy.
Over here!
Not sure what that was about. Uh-oh. Get more distance here. Should charge it. There we go. There we go. If I hold it, it does more. Seems like it doesn't just happen automatically. I might have to do it several times. Oh, she's distracting him. That's useful. That's a cool little attack. A focus strike. New mechanic. So let's see what we got here. Take you down. It's not letting me do it now. I guess the opening's not available. Have to get him on the next one, I imagine. Reopen it. Uh-oh, a tracer? Okay. Deplete the trick arrow gauge. Hold right trigger to charge the gauge. Once it's glowing, hold right trigger and square to fire. Okay, let's aim. Whoops. Not exactly how that was supposed to go, I don't think. Another tracer. Oh, I missed. That was supposed to go, I don't think. Shoot it right on his freaking... Well, I was trying to go for his face, but it's his back. Yeah, like usual. It's sort of funny, I do a lot of gameplay videos, because I play a lot of games, and some I'm good at, but I'm not the best gamer in general. I think that's a classic streamer. You guys can watch me fail as I try new games. But I will get better. I was pretty beast at Monster Hunter World. When the full game comes out, I'll put some real time into this game. I imagine it'll be a long one for sure. Oh, my character's getting like all dirty from rolling around in the dust. That's really cool. I actually like that. There we go. There we go. Stunned him a little bit. Hit him with a charge one. No, he ain't.
You can use an SOS flow to call for support.
Oh, you can call for support now? Request help from other players if a certain amount of time passes. And support hunters will come to your aid? That's awesome! Well, that's new. So now if you're just sitting here alone in a lobby for a while, it'll still send you some backup. I really like that. The radial option. Action. Oh, and then you go down here and then it's SOS. There we go. Boop. And now I just basically enabled co-op with random people online. I guess other people playing the demo, which at the time of this recording is only PlayStation Plus members. Got some support items.
I'll see you back at camp.
Guess I could. I was gonna try to use that ration, but not sure. Oh, I'm equipping it to my menu. Oh, look at that. Guess you're using the slingshot when you're mounted, which is, I should be able to use my bow since I'm an archer, but hey, out of ammo for that. Oh, here we go. Okay, this is awesome. I feel like I've got a little bit of an edge because I chose one of the range classes like the archer. If you were a melee class, I'm sure the mounted combat would be epic, but this is convenient because I can just keep them in a distance without actually having to literally run around and do the footwork myself. Until my thing gets really bad about where it's going like that. Got a bunch of little insects of some kind here. This guy's really slow. Looks like I've got some backup, though I'm not sure if those are players or if those are AI. Either way, take this guy down. This is amazing! It's so simplistic and I can't do most of my attacks, but it's hilarious the fact that he can't catch me. I imagine this wouldn't work on every type of enemy, but this guy doesn't know what to do with that. Kind of to the point actually where he's about giving up on me because he's getting attacked by other people. I'm gonna try to just stay on this guy the whole fight because this is stupid. It's a whole new way to hunt. I love it.
It's not yet over. You must stay sharp.
He's getting wrecked. And my guy thing, whatever this guy is called, he just seems to know when to stay still, which is amazing. I should let my stamina recharge instead of just firing empties like that.
Sorry for the wait. Did you find your old brother?
Yes, safe.
Something about this Chata cover first.
Can put your weapon away to sprint with this thing, which is pretty fast actually. Like that, this guy's actually not going to be able to outrun me on this thing. And I can just continue to like torment him. Wow, he thought he was going to go to sleep, and I was like, nope. Followed him all the way to his nest and just papped him with like the last 1 or 2 hits that were just happening to keep him alive. Alright, well I can get off now, I guess. Carve this little guy up. So we actually did complete our first hunt. So that's that. We can either wait for the timer or we can end quest immediately, which I'm going to go ahead and do. Thank you for the help, everybody. Quest complete. Our first Monster Hunter quest. Got all our different rewards here. Bunch of parts from this guy. Some general stuff, which I need to start getting a bunch of these anyway. Take all.
We're over here.
So now that we're done with that, I can go check on the others. Can't go back to town. Normally, I guess you would fly off, but we haven't reached the town yet. So, see what you guys were up to while you were in here
It's safe
hiding.
now.
It's safe now.
There. Thank the winds.
Allow us to introduce ourselves.
Wait,
We're...
wait. Hold on. Did you really do that? There's no way you should have been able to. So, how?
Spoiler, we're a bunch of bosses.
We came because your sister said you were in trouble.
Nona! Where is she?
She's safe, don't worry.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, you can trust me. Trust the voice.
Hey, you made it. What a fascinating creature.
Oh, it looks like here we are
Any
at the
trouble
town.
finding us?
Got this
None at all.
most
It's
fancy
your
palico
hair.
ever. How can I get mine decked out in an outfit like that? I want mine to have a cape.
You must be Isai. Please, this way.
Okay.
Welcome back.
Hey, Hunter. Back already? Good work.
Hey, your sister's just over there.
She's been worried, Sec. Hurry.
This is a pretty well-protected spot.
We could do a lot worse for an interim camp. This way.
Just a quick check, I'm telling you. We just need some space. She's fine.
What she needs aftercare.
Which we're perfectly capable of.
Nona!
Isai, you're okay.
It looks like everything's alright.
The winds.
Might skip some of this. I got some interesting characters here, but I just want to get to explore the town and maybe do some free roam, get a little bit more of the first area there, desert, get to a point where I can kind of pull up the
didn't
map and look at it
properly think
myself.
before. Everything just happened so fast. I didn't know what to say. Thank you so much.
I guess while this is going, I'll give you guys one last little update. As far as the channel, as you guys can see here, we got a little bit of Monster Hunter Wilds this week and
My sister and I have
some
come
intro to
together.
Dragon Age 4, Dragon Age the Veilguard, which I was always a particular fan of Inquisition.
Wonderful to meet you.
That was my favorite of the
The
three.
others and I are here
So I'm pretty excited for Veilguard.
from a place far out
We'll have a couple
west.
clips on that. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it yet. I definitely want to get an intro to the story and show off some of the companions when you get to that point, because you got to unlock like a bunch of them. I know
It was all
one
my
of them
fault.
for sure is going to be the
I was
Necromancer
careless.
guy,
I was helping
and
Nona
I'm going to
with
be a
riding
mage
practice,
myself.
and the charge
Maybe like a
officer got
shadow
nervous. I
assassin with
told
the
Nona to run
daggers
for it
plus
while I got his
magic.
attention.
We'll get into that more with
My
that
secret
video.
guy tried to get away.
This game comes out in February with
Phone had
Assassin's
pinged.
Creed
And
Shadows, which was
what's
originally going to
happening?
be probably like the
Aren't
next
two of
game
you?
I would have been playing,
Oh, right.
but that got a several month
Surprised you were
delay.
here.
With the first
Forgive
expansion
me
is
for
going to
my
be
lack of
free now to that
understanding,
game. They
but
did away with like the
can you use
whole
those
Gold Edition or
tools?
Ultimate Edition, I believe.
I've never seen
Still
anything
two
like
expansions to buy at some point, but right now you can
Where
just
we're
get the
from,
base game or
specialists use these
when it's
tools to
available
protect
again.
others from large creatures.
But same release date, that's a whole debacle.
With the understanding that they're never to be
And I think I've got some
manipulated by others.
DLC coming to Outlaws and maybe more
Only
Space
those
Marine
with
2
special
before the
permission
end of the
are allowed
year.
to use them.
A couple more Multiverses characters that are yet to be revealed.
Tools?
But that's kind of the gaming plan for the channel, guys. We've got a lot of big games coming in 2025, and a lot of my clips lately are kind of just some lazy thrown together gameplay, so I apologize for that. The quality of the channel's kind of regressed a little bit from what it was, but I just try to keep consistent because I'm always playing some games, and it's always worth sharing because I'm having a lot of different virtual experiences here, and there's been a lot of good games, and 2025 has got some ones that I'm really excited for.
Keepers.
So hopefully
No,
those will be before
I
too
don't.
long. We'll have more
Sorry.
dates on all those.
I
Path
see.
of Exile 2 would have been another game I was going to get into soon, a kind of Diablo-like game. Was about to be mid-November for early access, but now it's December 6th, I believe. That got a small
Keepers,
delay.
huh?
That game is going to be a pretty hard one to do gameplay of.
I don't
I don't
remember
even
ever
know if I'll
hearing
do
your
early
name before.
gameplay on that, so it might take me a while to
Your
get those
elder.
clips because
She might know something.
I'm probably going to do more gameplay on that one of the builds that I come up with. I'm going to have a couple characters, and that's a game that really allows you to have some pretty
I don't need to
dynamic
keep you
and
talking.
really
Let's take a look
crazy
at those wounds.
custom builds. So I want you guys to see those
Why don't we
characters,
have a
but
look around base camp?
it's going to take me a minute to put those together, especially with the delay on that game. But I believe early access will have a Founders Pack you can purchase. Otherwise, Path of Exile 2 will typically be a free-to-play game when it comes out in full release. It'll have cross-platform saves and everything, so that'll be really cool. But enough about that. Let's get into the final chapter or two of this video here, because it looks like we're in town now. We get to roam around, talk to some people. Oh, nope. That's actually it for this. It cuts you off right there. So all you can do is you just get to the town. So we'll have to wait till February to see the rest of the town, explore some more of the map. Probably be a time jump. I probably won't pick up right there where the game left off when I do another clip. But that was fun. Really enjoyed that. It ended a little bit shorter than I thought. But if you make your character, that does carry over into the full release. I don't know if your progress for completing that first quest will, but your character can save. So it's worth checking out the beta even for free if you guys got a chance. Let's see what they have to say here real quick. Yeah, you'll be free to explore the Windward Plains, which is the desert area. Okay. Or are they gonna... Okay, I see. So it's not totally the end. Yeah, I just didn't read that for the first minute of my ramble.
Hey there, Hunter.
So quest-wise, the demo's over, but we'll be able to roam around still. So that's how I'm going to finish out this clip, which I'm glad because I wanted to make it a little bit longer. So we'll see what they got going on here, and then when the full release drops, I'll probably be exploring a whole new area because we're going to get a little glimpse of the desert here in the town before I close this video out. Get to see a couple more creatures, I guess, and I'll probably stop rambling for the final part of this video. So I just want to say before I get to the last little bit of gameplay here, guys, I know it's been a little bit weird and inconsistent on this channel, but I appreciate you guys sticking around, checking my videos out. I hope you guys always manage to get something out of my videos, even though I know they're a little bit lazily done at times. Not always the best quality, but lots of content, so I believe there'll probably be some breaks here towards the end of the year. Like in December, there won't be as much gaming-wise going on, but I got a couple more videos planned here for this month for sure, and then we'll probably be going strong again by early February at the latest. Maybe it'll be time for a holiday break for me, but you know, I'm never going anywhere, guys. There'll always be more videos, so thanks for sticking with me, guys, as my schedule's been kind of weird with my uploads. And as always, everybody, thanks for watching. Make sure if you enjoyed this video, you like the video, subscribe to the channel to see more games coming out soon, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Let's see what we got here in the town, and I'll see you guys out in the desert.
for now. There's a monster here. This ought to put a dent in it. This'll freshen you up quick. Again? Can't forget supplies.
Always
take a
happy
cat
to take
nap.
requests. Don't be a stranger, meow.
Mew. Mew. Meow.
You can count on me.
Hard at work? Understood. Wow, what a view! That Alpha is our target. The quest will begin once you've dealt enough damage to it.
Got it.
Weather's changing. Make room for me too! Make sure to grab anything a monster leaves behind.